What is up everyone? Welcome back to the Ikigai Driven Channel. For this video, I want to do something a little different and just kind of want to talk about why I purchased a 350Z over the other cars. If you guys clicked on this video, you're probably in the market of buying one, so hopefully this list will help you with your decision. Alright, number one, the VQ engine. It produces amazing sound, and the 350Z that I was looking for was an 07 to 08, so it was the HR version instead of the DE. And you can't go wrong with either one. It really depends on your build. The HR is a better platform when going turbo, and a DE with bolt-ons and a tune is the more cost-effective for the power gains. And the VQ engine was in the 10 best engines list for the 13th straight year by the Wards Communications. So when I was looking for a 350Z, mainly was looking for the 07 or 08, which is the HR. And the HR has dual intakes, making 306 horsepower. And then when you pair it with the 6-speed manual transmission, it just makes this car a whole lot of fun to drive around, especially taking it on corners. The power delivery is so balanced. All right, number two, aftermarket parts. There are so many aftermarket parts for this car and so many different brands to choose from, whether you're staying NA or going forced induction, turbo or supercharger. For example, exhaust, you can choose either single exhaust or a true dual exhaust. For me personally, I went with the HKS true dual exhaust. I love the way it sounds, and it just kept that famous VQ sound. If you want a really loud exhaust, there are options to choose from, like getting the single exit ones from Tomei, Z1, or Agency Power, just to name a few. I know there's a lot more out there, but I just can't remember the names. Like suspensions, there are you can get lowering springs, you can get coilovers, or even a bag setup. I went with a bag setup. Actually, I got the car with lowering springs, and then I got the BC coilovers, and then I eventually got the airbag setup. So I kind of had all three kind of setups right there. I love them all, but for me personally, for my use, I needed to get a bag setup because it's more easier to get around town, and plus, with a simple press of a button, you can raise and lower the height of the car for any kind of purpose. And so yeah, that's why I think like the 350Z, there's so many aftermarket parts. Turbochargers, there's like Vortex, Stillen, HKS, and then if you want to build out your engine to be able to handle that kind of power gain, there are a lot of parts to it. You got to get rods, you get pistons, and there's just endless amount of options and aftermarket parts, whether which direction you choose. Number three, the looks. The 350Z to me is like one of the best sporty looking cars out there. It has that timeless look, and it just ages very well, I think. It looks better than most new cars nowadays. Every angle on this car looks so good, and every time when I walk away from it, it just makes me turn around and just stare at it. The rear quarter panel is like extremely wide, which gives it like a very aggressive stance. The lighting, when it shines on it, you can really appreciate the body lines. For my car, I don't have the Nismo version, but I put on the Nismo V3 front bumper, which gives the front end a more aggressive look. So there's like a lot of different body parts to it. You can get different brands, different kind of look. Whichever direction you want to go with, there's so many options out there for this car. So with the Nismo bumper, I deleted the emblem for like a more cleaner look. I painted it myself using a spray can. I was actually surprised how well the paint match was, even with a spray can. So if you want to check out that video on how I repaired and painted it, the link will be on the top right corner and in the description below. Number four, affordability. The 350Z is very affordable for a good looking sporty rear wheel drive manual transmission car. You can get these for around like $7,000 to $8,000 on a great condition car with a decent amount of miles. They are at a point where it is done depreciating, and their value is now solely kind of based on their overall condition and the mileage. And the 350Z is definitely the best bang for your buck. So these are my reasons why I chose to buy a 350Z. And if this helps you out, if you're in the market of buying one, you definitely won't be disappointed, and you'll be getting into the Z Heritage community. I want to thank you guys for watching the video, and if you could just help us by giving us a thumbs up and giving us a comment, it really helps us out and it really motivates us to produce more contents for you guys. Again, thank you guys, and we'll see you guys next time. Later.